Welcome to Short Games Live, and welcome back to Forward Compatible. My name is Steven, and that stupid line in the middle of the screen is still there. This is the problem with only playing the game on live streams. This is Bastion. Welcome back, everybody. This is part 2, so we're not too far in the game just yet. Honestly, I don't even know how far into the game we are, now that I think about it, because this game's not super long. But, hey Austin. But you never know. In just a second, guys, we'll get started. And, yeah. Okay, sure, that'll do. How are you doing tonight, Austin?
Sometimes a single look says it all. Kid says hello, but Zolf's lost in thought.
So the last thing I did was the reflection. I think.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Okay. I don't think I need any of that stuff. Let's just move on to the next mission, I guess. Ooh, a shield challenge. There's a lot of challenges that opened up. Let's check out the shield one first.
That's the Bullhead Court. Folks defended themselves there with shields, not words. The accused always got a fair shake in Celandia. Some used to take the Bullhead trial.
Okay.
Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
Interesting. Don't know if that's the best way to do your justice system. We're gonna restart that.
Court is back in session for the kid. Old ritual for when folks believed there was this godlike bull watching over them. Had to make do with nothing but a shield.
Uh-oh. How do you like it, Austin? What's the new phone? Is it the one you mentioned last night? Because I've already forgotten what it was. So these guys have a longer pullback. There we go. There it is. Oh, shoot. Come on. But I countered it. That was stupid. What? That's nice, Austin. This is a long trial. Please, oh my gosh.
Just step aside and let things things go.
I gotta watch for his eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to see that?
The kid pulls through in fine form.
Good enough. Next prize is 3 hits or fewer. Yeah, no, that's not. That's not happening.
Well, the kid always wanted to compete in the bullhead trial.
One sec, guys. Where did that text go? Okay. Alright, Austin. So this game is Bastion. You may have heard of other games by Supergiant like Pyre or Transistor or Hades, which is what I talked about in the podcast and what I've been playing a lot of this week. Basically, there's a land called Celandia. I don't remember if that's the city or the country. And something called the Calamity happens. The Calamity is where the world starts to fall apart and people start to turn to stone, basically, or dust or something. And when, in case of emergency, everyone was instructed to go to the Bastion. That's where I am right now. But when the kid, who I'm playing as, showed up, only one other guy was there, and it was Rux, the guy who basically put the Bastion together. So, as the kid, you're trying to put the world back together through the form of the Bastion. Basically, it's an arc, like Noah. But as you're doing that, you're kind of uncovering a little bit of what happened, but also seeing who you can save along the way.
That's Zolwood Grove. A nice, quiet place to show a musket a good time.
This game is less, to me, about the plot, because the plot is all about pretty much forgetting the past, or that's an aspect of the plot, and just starting anew.
Marshals learn to make every shot count.
But to me, it's more about the execution, and just the way the entire game feels like a story being told around the campfire by the old man, Rux. That's like the legend of the kid. So it feels like a...
The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot.
I think I screwed myself over by having... Come on. Really?
Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close.
Yeah. Can I roll, please? But I love the soundtrack for this game, Austin. I love the narrative style. I love the art style. It's just a really cool way to tell a story. Pretty good. Oh my God.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now.
Why'd that miss? I'm going to restart one more time.
The orchard grew over so quick, the marshals made it worth clearing out.
To do that. Ugh. Nope, okay. This has been my one significant complaint so far for this game, is that when it expects you to aim to hit,
not an itchy trigger finger.
When what's first prize? Does it say what first prize is? 15 shots or fewer. I could probably do that. I'm gonna try one more time. But when this game expects you to be accurate with ranged attacks, you're kind of screwed, because it's kind of wonky. You're good, Austin. Just glad you're here at all. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? There. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be by
The
one
best of the
shot.
best cleared the course in just a few shots.
First prize. What do I get for first? Oh, I got the scrap salvo. Nice. We'll try that out on the next mission.
Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
We're just gonna go ahead and start the... Well, I guess we could try to... Oh, nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to listen to myself. Let's just do the next mission. Why not?
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right?
One sec. Sorry, phone's acting up. Okay, there we go.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull.
I think this is who Zolf's people worshipped.
Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
Oh. Well, that explains the giant bull. How's your time in Crucible going, Austin?
Well, gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog.
Meh, Austin says. Like, your performance is meh, or just Crucible as a whole is kind of meh right now?
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
What a weird line. I have a bad feeling about that.
Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
That line in the middle of my screen is gonna drive me nuts.
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Oh no. Yep.
Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
I gotcha, Austin.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
Huh.
Pith.
I don't remember this feature in the game. That's kind of cool.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
Interesting. Okay. You're alive.
Kid passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it.
Or thorny bushes.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Oh, there are crystals in here. I'm not gonna be able to have the shrine until I get another core, though. Right? I think that's how this works.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
need to change anything. Let's move on. So that's the Bastion.
The Bastion. Caelondia's safe haven. Once the highest point in the city. Too bad it wasn't finished before the calamity struck.
I'll try the
That's a
hammer challenge.
scrapyard, where folks got to smash things and call it community service.
Whew, it's cold in this room.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits.
Quickly destroy 100 objects. Interesting.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learn to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk.
I don't know if I'm doing this correctly.
A good day's smashing to feed
Let me
a
guess,
family
30
for a
seconds or
week.
less, right? 27. No, I can't shave that much time off. We're just gonna move on. The team I faced kept hiding in spawn, and I still.
Ever want to just smash
Oh,
things for a while? You know where to go.
Your team lost or their team lost? Lost them.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Are you asking what I'm referring to, or are you asking because you see it?
Riverbanks swarming with windbags.
Regarding the line, Austin.
They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
I'm not sure. I think it's because my something to do with the resolution I've got it set on. Because it only does it with certain backgrounds, so it's probably just some kind of glitch with the graphics card or something. I'll hopefully change it for next time.
She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast.
Sorry if it's
Or maybe
a bother.
not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with.
I love the machete, it's so good.
They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder.
Oh. Oof.
Try as she might, though, she hits a snag.
Gosh, awesome.
Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. Kid almost falls again.
Nope, I did fall. Ooh, clever girl.
At least she picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there.
Did I just pick a bad week to do this, Austin? Because, like, no one seems to care, and I hate that, because I really would love for people to get to see this game.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers.
Peckers. That's what you decided to call them. Okay.
They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core.
Austin, this game is one of my all-time favorite games.
Raring to go.
That's why I was so excited to do this, but...
Turns out she's got a special surprise for
nice.
when the waters get rough.
No one seems to...
She's gonna need a little
and not
help
to, like,
with all
sound
them peckers.
mean or
Crafty things think
rude or
they're
whatever,
king of the
but just no one
roost
seems to
now.
care. And that's okay.
Rest of us only wish we could
I'm
fly.
wondering if it's because of other things going on, or if just no one seems to care about this game, or what, just so I can do better next time.
Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbag's getting even better out here.
I just want to make sure that when I do these, that people are able to enjoy them. Because I do these for you guys.
For poor Nelly.
Somewhat for myself, mostly for you guys. Oh no! My surfboard.
She's just gotta make one last stop.
Okay.
Last breath. Nelly gets the kid to solid ground.
Thank you, Nelly.
Solid ground in Pecker country.
Pecker
They want
country.
that core real
Darn
bad.
Peckers.
Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. Kid shoes him off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? 4 times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
Yeah,
Why go
I
prosper
kind of
road?
figured that would happen. I'd probably just need to talk louder or something. Also, I shouldn't have gone down here yet. I feel like I missed
Used to
something.
take an enterprising man or a plain old fool.
Is it
venture
to the
out
point
that
where, like,
far.
it's just imbalance between my voice and the game, or is the game just obnoxiously loud?
The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
The narrator is the old man from the Bastion. His name is Rux, I think. That sounds right.
Yeah, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
I'm gonna feel really silly if his name's not Rux and I just made that up. Oh, is it Zia?
How's it go again?
This is a really good song. It's called "Build That Wall."
Yeah, that's
It's
the
on the
one.
soundtrack. Ashley Barrett sings it. She is an amazing vocalist. I think this one's Ashley Barrett. How do you like it, Austin? Die. Good. I blame myself. Tried healing with Q, so I threw a grenade instead, because those are two actions you want to get confused. I hear you, Zia. I'm coming. So this game uses what's called diegetic music, I think, which is where when we hear it, being the audience, it's also happening in the world of the story. So right now we're hearing Build That Wall, performed by Zia, because Zia is singing it, and the kid is hearing it as well. An example of that is Guardians of the Galaxy, Baby Driver, movies where the characters also hear the music. Those are two of the main examples. They just happen to be two of my favorite movies. I love when music is used diegetically. I don't know if that's even a word, but I really like that as a narrative device. And so that's something that Supergiant does in, I think, all of their games. Like Hades. As I'm playing it, Ashley Barrett, the girl singing right now, who performs as Zia in this game, she is a character in Hades who you find her in Asphodel, and she is a dryad, I think, or something like that. And whenever you find her, she gives you a boon. But when you walk into her domain, she's singing a song that is on the soundtrack. So the music used in these games exists within the game itself. It's just a really cool concept where you can play with...
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
Oh, that's a hint
Suffice it
towards
to
the
say,
source of...
kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Yeah. That's a nod to
And besides,
narration.
it's like the song goes.
We're just gonna sit here and let her sing for a minute while I drink some water.
Gonna build that wall until it's done.
I'm just gonna destroy things while she... Oh, okay.
But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be
I listen to
They'll be
this
here
music
before too long.
in my own time. Like, I have this entire soundtrack on my Spotify, and I listen to it, like, all the time. It's
We darn
incredible.
near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
So, this is Zolf. He also has a song on this soundtrack that we haven't gotten to yet. And not gonna lie, the part where you hear his song most prominently, I distinctly remember when I first played this game, it made me cry. I don't really even know why. It was just a really powerful moment, I guess.
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
This is Rux. Okay, good. That is his name. That's the narrator, the old man
If
is.
only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
So, in case it isn't clear, which I don't think I would really consider it being clear, so I'll just go ahead and say it. The entire narration, like everything that Rux is saying, is him talking to Zia over like a campfire, basically. So Rux is talking to her over a campfire, recalling the events of the story. That's why he said back in that level there, I guess I don't really need to recall what happened, do I? Because he was talking to Zia, who was there when
Kid's
it happened.
surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Yay, new
Behold,
idols.
the Pantheon. A Kobe.
Let's try that one. Man. Actually, have I unlocked any new drinks? Oh, heck yes. Definitely getting the Bastion bourbon. That stuff's amazing.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon. We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds. That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive.
Austin, were you notified
Place
on
is so
YouTube
raw, even the Calamity
when this
couldn't
went
cook it.
live, or
Not
were
all
you
of it.
notified by Discord? Were you notified by either of those? Those flowers look harmful. Okay, good. Ooh. Ow. Oh yeah, that's right. They get vengeance when they die. That's my own fault. just tuning in,
Becker's
this
got the
is
core.
Bastion,
Building a bastion
one of my
their own.
all-time favorite games.
The welcoming committee scrambles to attention.
Those
Didn't
two
expect the kid
peckers.
so soon.
They're actually called peckers. Did not pick the name.
They shouldn't have let their guard down. The core's right there, itching to come home.
That seems too easy.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another.
Oh,
He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
I'm eagerly awaiting when I get my weapon of choice.
All too easy to lose one's way out in the wilds. Always better than having a slinger pistol in a fight.
Two slinger
Having
pistols?
two.
Yes! This is my favorite weapon in the game. I legitimately did not know
He
that
takes a last look around.
I was about to get him.
Because he ain't coming back. Savage things lurking at every turn.
Gotcha. Thank you, Austin.
Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead.
A lunkhead.
Wallflowers survived the calamity. It toughened them up. Same goes for the kid. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
I'm just gonna do... Here comes my all-ranged playthrough, guys. Have fun with this. Oh shit. What are you?
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them.
Alright. I'll be here, Austin.
Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now.
I probably should bring the shotgun.
Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
That sucked.
The wilds already reclaimed this place.
Oh shoot. Alt tabbed. Oh crap. There we go.
He's anxious to get back. Wild green vine apples, about the only good thing out here. Hardly any signs of the old Jocelyn camp. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot.
And I'm also
Kids know something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
That sucks.
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
Yeah, it's headed nowhere good with Zolf.
The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire.
Hey, Pablo.
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
So I just fully upgraded the musket.
Nothing subtle about those guns, but maybe that's the point.
Let's see, Rux just comments on the fact that I brought all guns. I love that. Wait, is there something for the... Single swift devastating shot aimed straight for the foe's most vulnerable parts. Sure.
Finders keepers.
I had to stop spending so many crystals.
Kid ain't finished here yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light.
It's actually putting... Oh no, I didn't expect this.
There's something you should know about the kid, but let me take it from the top.
This might be the same one from last night. Echo off.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Yeah, that is good to see the people are showing up now. Beginning to think that no one cared.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of.
All right, yeah,
Frail thing with pure white hair.
I've already
like
seen
his.
this. This is what I streamed last night. So I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. Oh, can I not? Can I not? Can I not do that? I guess I just have to let them kill me? Okay, I'll just let them kill me then. Guys, I'm letting you kill me.
What was I saying? Anyway.
That's not okay. Oh, return to Bastion. Got it. What's up, Austin? What's going to be shocking to me?
He ain't all that shy. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
I've got to.
Slinger Range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test.
You know I gotta do that.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the Slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
So what's the goal here? Destroy the targets quickly. Okay.
They knew just when to start shooting, and when to stop.
Okay. What? Dan, he does sound super
pistols can
sexy.
spit out rounds just as
His name is
quick as
Rux. He's an old man.
Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge. The Slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Wow, I sucked. Let's try this thing
The
again.
Slingers could plug you full of holes faster than you could say draw.
Austin says, so high school classes are around 20 people in a class. My school board wants to up the class amount to 40. Ooh, that sounds terrible. Also, Dan, that's terrible.
The Slingers like to edge each other out using customized pistols.
I am not good at this. I'm not seeing what I'm missing.
Eventually, it all comes down to reflexes.
While I'm doing this, guys, I can't pay attention to chat, so just bear with me. I just 500 or more. I'll try one more time.
Just because you're fast don't mean you gotta be reckless.
Hey, Jared. I'm just gonna go back to the Bastion.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity.
I get it, I suck. I'll come back to that later, maybe in my own time.
The less said about Dawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind. After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Dawson Bog.
Jared from Subway.
You'll get lost in that bog, I told
Probably
you.
not the best talking
And I
point
won't be
right now.
able to guide you back.
Or ever again. South
Well,
Park,
I
the
let him
fractured
go.
butthole, kind
What else could I do? What could
of
any of
closed
us
the
do?
book on Jared from Subway. I think you can't really say any more about him.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
What are my thoughts on Simon Cowell? I would just like to know where I'm supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, obviously.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Oh my gosh. I do not, Jared.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wild.
Okay, now seems like a good time
This
for it.
place is intoxicating.
Oh,
Don't know where he's gone.
Zia again.
Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I accidentally equipped a different ability. So that's cool.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
Creepy.
Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Okay. Back off.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ligura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions. potions, pineapples, swamp weeds.
This is the Bastion.
Gators.
Isn't it? What's the monument? What would be my death row final meal? I don't know. Something with lobster in it. Something expensive.
Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown.
Oh, that's on my side. Oh, that's Go
Kid
off.
sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out.
The blunderbuss is better than I remember it being. Domino's
succeeds
order
where the
made
calamity
pizza,
fails.
but from a pizza.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one.
This is trippy.
Now here's a kid whose whole world's all right, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
4 dozen hot wings, 4 different flavors per dozen, a nice filet mignon, some buttered corn cob, and a New York style cheesecake.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant.
You've given this a lot of thought, Dan.
He sees what's left of Piff, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong
Oh shoot!
friend.
It's me!
His friend. He's come undone too.
What would your crimes be, Dan? Whatever it takes, he says. One sec. Why
He
did I
can't fall.
do that?
No matter how hard he tries. He sees what's left. Undone. Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels.
What? Oh, what the?
Hard to get a sure footing in the bog. Kid doubles back just in case he missed something. Ever heard of a lung blossom?
What?
It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
I don't understand what's going on. Also, I'm getting confused with this game's controls and Hades' controls. This is rough.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. The kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Mr. Krabs, I'm not ready. Tony Stark. What? Kolov, don't finish that thought. Whatever it was, don't finish it.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it. A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business.
Yay.
A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
I feel like I care the most about the weapons, probably. So...
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Probably the forge then. Kulov says, I'm not even kidding when I look up human blood hot sauce. I get hentai hot sauce. Goodness. I'm not touching that one. Trapper snare. I don't need a trapper snare. I need my weapons to be upgraded.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
The city's gone.
He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets. Now, whale ale ain't made from real whale, but it'll make you strong like one.
Interesting. I want my rifle.
Can't be too careful these days. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothless Lagoon, even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Please don't
Ankle
share that
gators
image
used to
alone.
roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
Hoping to get another new weapon here. My secondary has yet to be
All
discovered.
kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Freaking peckers, am I right?
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
Sneaky decoy.
These beasts, they don't like company. Can't
Come
get
on.
hasty in a place like this. That's ankle gator country for you.
Boo. Alright, have fun, Dan. Thanks for stopping in. I might join later tonight, once I wrap this.
Even the brushers.
Teabag your first
fear this
kill and then
place.
send me a recording, Dan. Also, most importantly, send us into quick play.
They used to think that ankle
Put
gators
us
were
into quick play.
extinct.
Put us in. Oh!
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne.
I don't like that.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed.
Stinkweed.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist.
If they ever make a Bastion movie, we all know that Sam
Can't
Elliott's gonna be
fight
the
Queen
voice of
Anne
Rocks.
without the proper tools.
Oh no, it's gonna
The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and it's Queen Anne's lunch.
I don't think I like the spear.
He holds his ground. Seems the queen's running out of options.
Placed my gun.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kids gotta make a run for it. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. Bad idea to walk in gator grass.
Gator grass.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
They're all scared little peckers, am I right? Oh!
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
Later, Austin. Thanks for hanging out.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
Oh, that's death. Okay.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair?
Oh, it's raining.
You use a kid as bait.
That's a... I don't like that joke, Rux.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. And now he's made her mad. He's got it. And now to finish her off.
I miss my pistols. Better go off.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Okay. Back the way I came? Oh, we're right here.
Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Cool. Let's talk to everybody.
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't. That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her.
That's tempting.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Something wrong is one of the crafting materials. I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do one more level and then I'll probably call the stream.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Ooh, that's nice.
Black rise like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
Pineapple chowder on it. Ugh. None of that sounds good.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds. Over there is Camp Dauncey, where the
Dauncey.
Russians steal themselves for secret missions.
That's alright, Jared. Thanks for tuning in for what you were able
To
to.
prepare for the wilds, Ceylonia's brushers practice at Camp Dauncey. Had to
Dauncey.
navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike. It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job.
Okay, yeah, I'm not about to do that. I'll try that maybe later.
Third time's a charm, right? Wrong.
Is this the same one again?
Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped
Yep,
up in
this is
this
the
mess
same
to
one.
begin with?
I'll do this till I get to the first sort of crystals.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
I don't even think that any of that counted. Okay. I'll do one more mission and then I'll be done.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
My hands are freezing.
Know how Ceylandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine.
Okay.
If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
There it is.
Kid might as well pick up what they
And it
left off.
still replaced my pistol.
Blam. Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
Please
place
give me an
shutters to
arsenal to
fit.
work at.
The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Come on. There we go. This is a really good try.
Grand Rail's all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Not much wiggle room up there near the rail.
Come on. There we go, I guess. Okay. Freaking Pecker, listen here.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone
There we
times.
I need to use the squirt button.
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Selamian War. It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Oof.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Yep, I second that.
Then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you.
Come on.
At first, he thinks it's Zulf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Oh no.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there. The only words Kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
What could it mean?
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wondered just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
That's true.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Now that's a lot of guns for just one kid, but he can hold his own.
Alright, well, that's what
Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely.
I guess I should not die. Nice.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
That's kind of nice.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
Bull brandy, that could be good. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to call the stream there. Thanks for watching, those who did. I hope you guys are enjoying Hope you guys are enjoying this at least a little bit. I am.
That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape.
So, I'm curious to see what a review for this game's going to look like, because I don't really have much bad to say about it yet. So I guess we'll find out on Monday. But I'm going to continue streaming it all week. So I'll be back with this tomorrow. Probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. So I'll see you guys then. Till then, have a great Wednesday.